Well, all right, everyone, we did it. We went and we picked up a Vision Pro, and this is it in all of her glory. And before I actually get to the unboxing, I want to show you guys kind of a first-person view of what it's going to look like to go and pick one of these up from the entire experience, from pickup to demo and everything in between. And I did get confirmation that even if you do not buy one and you actually schedule a demo, which you can do right now, and I highly recommend doing that, this is going to be the same exact demo and experience that you're going to get even if you don't pick one up. So I do highly recommend booking a demo because no matter how much we try to portray exactly how we're feeling, what we think about this product, and the actual visuals that we're trying to show you, it's going to be tough to replicate it through regular 2D video. So definitely, if you have access to an Apple store, go book an appointment because you will be in awe after you're done with this actual demo, because I 100% was. But we will also be testing it in every facet that we can, from media consumption to other content consumption to playing games, but then also productivity and using this as a main device or using this as a supplemental device or maybe even using this in the wild. So definitely hit that subscribe button. But first, let me show you guys my personal experience of picking this thing up at the World Trade Center Apple Store. Shout out Ricky for being so awesome and showing me exactly how this thing works because it was absolutely amazing. And like I said, definitely book a demo if you guys have the ability to do so. Without further ado, let's get into that and then we'll unbox this beast. Alright, so we're gonna go pick up this Vision Pro, see what the demo's all about. We're a little early. Hopefully they take us, because I definitely want to go through the demo process. We're gonna walk you guys through it. Well, alright everyone, and welcome to the voiceover portion of this video. And like I mentioned, I just wanted to give everybody an idea of what this demo process is like, because again, it's nothing that we've ever seen before from an Apple product. You know, even back with the 2007 iPhone launch, we had something similar when the Apple Watch came out, when they, brought people in to try out Apple Watch bands and what that process was like. But this Vision Pro process was a little bit interesting. So you don't have to do the pickup in store. You can actually obviously get it shipped directly to your home. But I wanted to go through the entire demo process and show you guys what it was like, whether or not you actually purchased one or if you're in the demo moment, right? So shout out to Ricky. His name is Ricardo. It was actually my middle name as well. He was very, very helpful, and it was amazing to see just, how well all the Apple employees were trained on the Vision Pro. But basically the way that this process ended up working out was, you make your appointment after you purchase the Vision Pro or after you actually just make a demo appointment, because again, I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you guys want to try this thing out, no review will do it justice. It's very, very hard to show you guys on a 2D platform through video what this is like. So if you're able to go into an Apple store and get an actual 20-25 minute demo, I highly recommend doing it because it really shows you what can be done and also just gives you the experience that you really want to see when you are thinking about shelling out almost $4,000 for a tech product. So basically, you check in. Mine was a 2 p.m. check-in time at World Trade Center, and then waited a little bit. They brought me over to the actual testing desk, and that's where I met Ricky, who again was awesome and showed me how it was done. And basically, before the Vision Pro was brought out, he just showed me the actual hand gestures, right? If you have an Apple Watch Ultra 2 or the new Apple Watch Series 9, you might be used to these gestures already. I only have the regular Ultra, so I can't use these gestures. But he basically said that all you really need to know is that it's going to track what your eyes are doing, and basically wherever you look, that's where your quote-unquote pointer is going to be. And then you can see here that he's showing me how to actually use the clicking aspect of it, right? Which is basically this kind of crab motion, and you've probably seen in reviews that you don't have to have it in front of the Vision Pro. You can be in your lap, you can be on a desk, you can be very comfortable with how it's done. So basically the way that you point and click is by looking at it and then tapping with your fingers. And then they brought out the Vision Pro. So the Vision Pro that they actually showed me and that you use is actually a demo unit of the Vision Pro. I originally thought that the Vision Pro that I was going to be using or demoing on was actually my personal Vision Pro because Again, I thought it was going to be set up for me, or at least I was going to go through the motions of setting it up and then actually use the Vision Pro. But no, this is a demo unit that I guess more than one person uses, but at the end of the day, it's still using the same size and metrics that the Vision Pro pre-order gave you. So I was using like a 21W size, whatever that is, and it fit perfectly. I was using the solo band or the solo nip band. I was able to get it done very easily. I didn't have to use a dual band, and even now that I'm using the Vision Pro, I'm still using just a solo nip band, and I haven't even tried the dual band. But basically, he walks you through on how to pick it up, how they recommend picking it up, the different components, the different buttons that are on there. There's only really 2 buttons that you need to be aware of: the actual charging unit, how to tighten it, all the little nuances that you might have to figure out on your own if you get it shipped at home. And I was very happy that I was able to kind of have Ricky there to show me around and show me exactly how to navigate this thing, because again, it's a brand new product, and especially for somebody like myself who has little to almost no experience in the AR VR world. I've tried an Oculus here and there. I've played a couple of Beat Saber games, but nothing out of this world. Like, this is my first real kind of experience into the AR VR world. So again, this is a fresh mind. So after that, I was able to put it on, and that's when the demo started. Again, the demo is around 15 to 20 minutes. It's very hard for me to show you what the demo was actually showing you because, again, it's only what I'm seeing. You can see that Ricky has a little iPad mini in there, and basically whatever I'm seeing, he's going to be able to see, so he can actually dictate what I need to do next. And basically what is shown to you is different aspects of it, right? First is how to control windows, right? How to open a window, how to get calibrated correctly, how to make sure that your eyes in the Vision Pro are playing nicely in the beginning. So you basically go through a quick calibration process, and then you're right into the home screen and the Vision Pro. The demo is amazing. First, he shows you how to actually go through the dashboard, click on different applications, resize windows, close windows, move windows, open multiple windows. All these nuanced things that we're kind of so used to with a regular laptop or an iPad Pro or something like that is something that's brand new. But at the same time, once he kind of explained it and once you kind of got the hang of it, within 30 seconds, it was such a familiar motion and a very confident motion that it was very easy to understand what was needing to be done. And after all the navigation aspects were done, then we got into the content, right? Then he showed me what it was like to get immersed in a location. Then he showed me what it was like to open a window and immerse yourself in maybe a desert land or in a snowstorm or something like that. And then he went off and showed spatial video. Now, if you're somebody who's nostalgic like myself, or maybe you have children or a pet, or you just want to relive life that you've already been living, spatial video is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Again, it's going to be very, very difficult to show you, and we're going to try to show you with some videos, so definitely subscribe, but spatial video, it literally puts you right back into what you were recording. I took a bunch of spatial video of my daughter before coming to here, and I was able to use that spatial video after the demo with my purchased Vision Pro, but they have some awesome spatial video examples of a birthday and children blowing out candles and a mom and their daughter kind of playing in the backyard, and it was just an amazing thing to see because you felt like you were right there. And then also they showed some other kind of immersive videos and immersive panoramics where basically you were in kind of like the land where rhinos live, or you were in a jungle, or again you were kind of at sea, and it was just, again, it's very hard to kind of elaborate or very hard to help you imagine what it's like, but again, it just feels, the word I'm going to be saying is immersion. It feels very immersive and very familiar and also very confident. So when you look at a corner, it knows that you're looking at a corner, and it knows that you want to resize that window. Right? When you're looking off to the left-hand side, it knows that you want to move to the left-hand side, but keeps your windows in place and where it needs to be. So all in all, the experience was amazing. I would highly recommend going to the demo process if you have the ability to do so, if maybe you have an Apple store near you, because there's nothing that we can show you via video that will equate to actually testing this thing out. I was very happy with the experience. Again, Ricky was the man. But overall, definitely jump on it because they also showed some Super Mario stuff. They showed an Alicia Keys demo, which I thought was very cool. I literally felt like I was right in front of Alicia Keys and she was singing, the New York State of Mind right in front of me. So very cool demo. Highly recommend it. And it's free. Like, Apple doesn't try to upsell you right after. I mean, yes, of course, they already knew that I purchased one, but I was hearing from people that were doing demos that they weren't trying to upsell you. They weren't trying to get it in your hands because they're aware this is a $3,500, $4,000 product. Not everybody wants to get and jump on it, but they wanted to maybe test it out and see what the future is like. So all in all, very happy with the demo. Highly recommend that you jump over there if you can. And now let's go over to the unboxing and show you guys exactly what's in the box. And like I said, stay subscribed because we will be testing a lot of stuff here. But let's get out of here. So now you guys saw that first person view of exactly what it looks like. Again, shout out to Ricky and shout out to all the Apple employees because everybody was so happy, and they kind of, obviously they work for Apple and they probably have biased opinions, but they were very impressed with the product. A lot of people actually ended up purchasing one themselves, so I was very impressed with the actual customer experience overall. And again, for $3,500, it better be a pristine one. But now let's open this thing up, and this packaging is way bigger than anybody anticipated. So here you have it, everybody. I can hide behind it. You can see how big it is compared to my face. So the only kind of branding you see on here is a Vision Pro on both sides of the actual packaging itself, as well as the actual Vision Pro on the top side. On the back side, you just get normal specs like you do from any other Apple product, like the size, the serial number, how much storage, and things like that. But the rest of it is going to be a brand new experience. So I'm going to tilt this over, and you do have a classic pull tab in Apple fashion. So we're going to pull this thing open. Wow, the top side of this has nothing on it and it's extremely heavy, which is kind of funny. But here you have the Vision Pro. We're gonna pop this off and you can see that the weight distribution the moment that you pick it up is a little bit different. It's a little, obviously it's very, I guess, forward heavy, not top heavy, it's forward heavy, because on the back of it, there's no battery, there's nothing to kind of level off the weight. And this is the way that you guys saw that I demoed it. I have not used the dual loop, which we might touch on in a little bit and test that out. But we're gonna put that off to the side and see exactly what else is in the packaging first, because there is a decent amount of stuff that comes with it. So this is what it sits on. We're gonna put that off to the side. And then you get two pieces of material. So first, this looks like all the documentation, and let's see if you get some Apple stickers actually. I'm curious to know, I haven't seen any Apple stickers come as of late, but this is all the instruction manual, everything you need to know, some paperwork, how do you actually put this thing on, because you can actually get this delivered directly to your home and you don't have to do the Apple demo, like I mentioned earlier in the video. So if you just wanna take this home and kind of figure it out yourself, by all means, you can do that. And then you have the actual dual loop band right here, which is great. You have the actual battery pack, which again, you need the battery pack in order for this to work. You do not have any actual portable battery, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, we'll see how that goes as time goes on. You do get a nice braided USB-C cable, which is USB-C to USB-C, which actually plugs in to the actual battery pack and not directly to the headset. So you will have some tethering going on, like you're gonna be tethered to the actual battery pack and then tethered to another battery or tethered to the wall. And then you also get, I believe it's a 30-watt charging brick, a USB-C brick. If we look at it right here, yes, it is a 30-watt charging brick. So, you know, if you have those laying around, by all means, you can use those. You also get the polishing cloth, which is absolutely amazing. Again, I've never actually had this polishing cloth, and supposedly it's different than the actual $20 one that you get from Apple. And if I pull this out, I'm gonna open it up. It is a very nice polishing cloth. And again, the front of this is made out of pure glass, so you're gonna need the polishing cloth as you move forward, because you're gonna get a lot of fingerprints on it. Obviously, I still haven't even opened mine up, but put that off to the side. You get an additional light seal or light cushion, so if you need to replace it, you can. And that's everything you get in the box, right? So you get the actual charging brick, you get a USB-C to USB-C cable, you get the battery pack, which gives you about 2.5 hours of playback time on a full charge. You get the actual device itself with a single band, which is like the knitted solo band, the dual band, you get the light seal, you get the actual protective cushion, and then you get the polishing cloth, another light seal here, and that's pretty much everything that you get in the packaging, which is nice and simple, nothing too crazy. We'll put this away. So it's a relatively luxurious experience, I guess, you know, for a product that is $3,500. Like, I should feel like I'm unboxing like a Rolex or like some high-end watch. And for the most part, I do feel like I am. So I'm gonna move this stuff over to the side, and I'm probably gonna hold on to this packaging for a little bit just in case, but after the demo that I got, this thing is freaking amazing. And now we have the actual Vision Pro. So again, I'm not gonna set it up in this video. I'm gonna do a completely different video about setting it up, first impressions, how to use it. I just wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of what the experience is like to actually book an appointment, demo it, and then also pick it up, as well as everything that you get in the box. So as you can see, there is this kind of like hard shell, I guess, use your imagination as to what this looks like, but this is what you use to actually protect the glass of the Vision Pro itself. And then I'm gonna remove all the other stuff that's in here. So you do have some, some paper. I'm just trying to be very, very delicate because I did not get Apple Care. So if you guys, they really, really recommended that I get Apple Care, but I decided against it because, I don't know, I'm just kind of weird like that. But it is $500 for Apple Care. And if something breaks, and I believe it's $200 to replace it, but if you do not get Apple Care and it does break, it is $2,400, guys. $2,400 to get it replaced. But this is what you get. This is the Vision Pro itself. Everything is very magnetic. Again, I'm not an AirPods Max user or owner, but if you are an AirPods Max user, then you might be very familiar with how everything attaches. Everything is done via magnets and little clips, and it's very sturdy. But at the end of the day, this is what it is. The computer, everything is at the front, which is very, very slim. You do have exhaust. I noticed that for the 20-minute demo that I was using it for, it didn't really get warm, but maybe it was to the point where it was about to get warm because I was kind of pushing it to its limits, quote unquote. But this thing makes me feel like we're in the future right now. So we're definitely gonna test this out. I'm gonna put it on. But leave some questions down below. I'm gonna put this on real quick to show you guys what it's like to put on. They recommended it to me that you use your thumb to put it underneath the nose, I guess hole or whatever you wanna call it. And then you kind of just grab this. and then you're in. You want to probably bring it up a little bit, and then tighten it with the knob on the right hand side, and then you're good to go. So this is what the Vision Pro looks like. I'm gonna plug it in, I'm gonna play with it, and this video isn't going to be, like I mentioned, a whole getting started setup guide. We'll have another video for that. I just wanted to give you guys the ins and outs of what comes in the box, how to actually pick it up, what that experience was like, and of course, this was a great experience overall, and I'm very, very happy about it. And I'm just excited to see what this thing can do and where it fits in my workflow. Like, can it fully replace my iPad, or can it work supplementally with my iPad? Am I gonna be able to edit my videos? Or is this gonna be just another content consumption machine that's very, very expensive? Again, I see both sides to it. I do think it's very expensive for it just to be a media consumption machine. So hopefully it does help out from a actual productivity and revenue generating standpoint, but let's see as we test these things out. But definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm excited to try this out. And until next time, everybody, if you guys made it to the end, leave a little dolphin and leave some questions down below. Peace, everybody.